Welcome back, episode 5, Dalek build. As you can see, it's coming on great. What we're going to do in this episode is start cutting the 3 neck rings, which will go above here, out of 18mm MDF. So hope you enjoy. Please like and please subscribe, and let's crack on with it. Right, this is what it should look like when it's finished. These are the neck rings, M3 rings there. The bottom one's slightly larger diameter, middle one's slightly less than that, top one's slightly less than that, but they've got to all be in perfect alignment, so that's how it needs to be. So I need to cut the rings out, and as you can see, the edges of the rings are chamfered at 45 degrees, so I'll use a router on this MDF to get a perfect circle. So these are the measurements, I believe, on the next page. OSD is outside diameter, ISD is inside diameter. So the bottom ring will be 610 overall outside diameter and 508 on the inside diameter. So there'll be 2 circular cuts to do on that. And then we've got the other 2 to do, so I'll get the trestle set up in the garage, and then we'll get the circles marked out. I'll show you how to mark the circles out using a compass. I've made a compass here, just a handmade thing, that's all. It's got an adjustable wing nut on there. At this end I just cut off a nail, drilled a hole and then glued it in and sharpened the point on the nail. And then on this side there's 2 little grooves in those 2 pieces. I can put pencil in there or a marker, and just use a couple of tie wraps, a couple of cable ties just to make it solid so it doesn't move. So that's what we'll use. So I'll get the trestle set up, get a sheet of MDF on, and we'll take it from there. Right, I've set the trestles up. I've put a sheet of MDF on top. I've got the paperwork ready with the dimensions. Got a compass ready. I've changed that for a sharp pencil just for more accuracy than a Sharpie. Tape measure and a long straight edge. So I'll set this camera up on this tripod, and we'll get it marked out. Right, I've got this set up now, so I'll just do a sketch first of all, just rough to tell you what I'm doing. So cutting a neck ring out, that's going to have a chamfered edge, so that's going to be outside diameter, which is going to be on this one 610, and then we're going to be marking up the inner circle, and that is going to be, the inside diameter is going to be 508 millimeters. So that's what we're going to do. There's going to be 3 of these. The next one's slightly smaller, and then the top one, so they're going to be slightly angled like that. So you'll have 1, 2 and 3. This is a bit exaggerated with the angle. And then you're going to have, on the inside, we're going to have to put some notches for the uprights. So what we need to do is segment this circle into 8 segments like that. By doing that and marking it up, we'll get a precise location for each of these slots like that. So that's it. So we'll have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll have a total of 8 slots, and we'll have it all marked out like a wheel. So I'll put that there for now. So the first circle, the outside diameter is 610. So I'll just make sure, I think this is 750 wide. Yeah, it is. So we'll just do a sort of rough measurement on the middle here. So that's about centre there, and that's about centre there. So we'll just make a little mark pencil with a cross. You'll measure half of 610, which is 305 from that centre line, which gives us that there. I hope you can see this line in pencil. I'll try and do it as clear as I can. So we'll put the centre point of the compass on there, just press it in slightly so we get a good indent for the others. Loosen that off, put it to the 305 mark, tighten that back up, just check it's bang on the line. Yep. So we'll tighten that up so it doesn't move. Just check it once more. Yep, and that gives us that'll give us a 610. So we'll just draw a nice circle with that. So there we go. That's the outside circle. So what we need to start off with first, we've got a centre point, so we literally just draw a straight line anywhere on the circle through that centre point. And this gives us a starting position. Hold on a minute, just slip there slightly, so I'll just check that's alright. Yep. So that's starting position. So obviously, to save having to get a protractor and measure angles, it's easier just to use a compass. So what we do is put the compass on one of the outside points, no matter which one, on your first one. That's the centre point, so we take it probably around about a third into this measurement here, tighten it back up, and all you do is draw an arc there, an arc there, and then put it on the other end of that first line and intersect both of those arcs like that. So that now gives you 2 points. So if we draw a line through that, we've got a perfectly accurate 90 degrees on each of these, so it's perfectly into 4 segments. So we'll mark that up. We'll draw that line first of all through there. It's quite a simple process. You can use this process to divide a circle into as many segments as you like, equal segments. Just try and make this line a bit thicker so that you can see what I'm doing. Right, so we've now split the circle into 4 equal segments. So to get the others now at the right angle, put it back in the original point there, doesn't matter where, put it on any of these 4 points. Bring the compass down so it's just less than halfway across. Doesn't matter exactly where, because you'll be drawing arcs. So I'll draw another arc there. Put it on this point. Another arc there. Do the same all the way around. There you go, you've got four points now, which will give 8 equal sections. So simply just a case of get a long straight edge and draw between those marked points. It should go straight through the centre point there, which it does. Just check it again, press down on this so it don't slip. That's one. And then the other side, exactly the same, through the centre points. Just move that slightly, just make sure that's right. Yep. Try and get this as accurate as you can. That's about right there. And there you go. So that's the circle now, split into 8 equal segments. These segments, like I've said, are going to give us a perfect reference point for each of those slots, which will be like an upright, like that. 1 ring, 2 and 3. So we've now got the perfect points to cut little grooves out on this circle. The grooves are going to be on the inner ring, so the uprights will be on the inside, not the outside. So what we need to do now is just draw the circle for the inner diameter, which is 508. So that gives us a radius of 254. So if we measure 254 millimeters, from the centre, which gives us that position. Put the compass on there. Just loosen it a bit. Get that to the right measurement. That's it, that's the right measurement, 254 radius, and simply just draw another circle. I hope that's clear. It's just literally just a cartwheel. So that's it, outside diameter, inside diameter. So this will be the ring that we're using. This will be a spare piece, waste piece. We've got the reference points for the 8 struts. Right, what I'll do there is I'll use the straight edge on the router and I'll cut the outside circle first, so that it leaves it on the trestle, so I can use that inner point again for reference to cut the inner circle. So I'll use a straight router bit on both circles, and before I do the inner circle I'll use a 45-degree angled router bit to chamfer the outside. So once that's cut the inside. This will be a waste piece and we'll have a perfect neck ring. So I'll get on with that. It's the same procedure for all 3, and we'll see how it goes. Right, that's them 3 neck rings cut. As you can see, they've got a chamfered edge all the way around. Cut all them out with a router, so they're all exactly the right size. And these are the marks for the notches on the inside there, so that they'll all stand up. So that's that. That's been a bit of a job. Glad to get that one out of the way, that one. Next job is to get some uprights made, get them notched out, and get the structure of the neck completed. Right, as you can see, I've marked the slot there to fit this, but it's 15mm square profile, so I need to cut that slot so this is a nice firm fit and flush with the inside there. So just to give you that slight angle, I'll cut down to the 15mm measurement, then I'll just angle the hacksaw that way and just cut extra couple of mil off that off this back side. So I'll just use a hacksaw. That's one cut. That's second cut. I'll cut at an angle now, just to remove the bulk of it. So I'll just try that, and that's a nice snug fit into that slot. So what I need to do now is get it so that it's flush. So I need to use a coping saw and cut that piece off. There you go. That's a nice snug fit, and it's flush with the inside of the ring. So I've got another 7 of those to do, and then I've got the other 2 rings done. So I'll get the rest of them slots cut, and then we'll look at building it up. Right, that's all the slots cut. 8 slots in each one. So I'm quite happy with that. I've done the other 2 rings as well. It took me about an hour and a half to do them all. So I'll just pan around here. Yeah, these are the 2 rings all done. So I now need to build them up with the largest diameter ring at the bottom. Build them up to the correct height, and all them slots will line up with the struts. And I'll basically just drill a little hole through each one and screw them into the rings. So right, so I'll get on with that then, come back shortly. Right, that's just put together. It's not positioned and screwed in yet, but it's all assembled anyway. So I've just got to get the gap now between these rings perfectly sorted out. I think it's 80mm from the bottom to the bottom of that one. And the same again to the bottom of that one, so they're both 80, and then the top one will end up around about 75-80mm as well. And then after that it'll be the dome. So still a hell of a lot of work to do yet. So what I'll do next is I'll get this positioned properly, measured up properly, get it all screwed together, then I'll get it fastened on top of the shoulders, and take it from there. These struts, I've made them slightly longer, so that when I get a dome, I can check all the measurements and the height and everything. I can always trim them down to size. So so going well so far. So I'll get that sorted out and come back to you later.